too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now we give to Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. This is Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Henry runs from 3 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. To try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bengals 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! It's complete. Chase, 55 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
This isn't preseason.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
I'm about to play right now. I'm feeling like
and he will reach the
finishing up my
5-yard
truck.
line before going out of bounds.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Oh, yes.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We remind remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, out to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Oh, shit.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
As time expires in the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 66 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Fields now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 26-yard line.
The Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Again, it's Taylor.
Room here to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Fuck, man. God damn it, bro.
And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From his goal line here, Fields. And look at this. They get the target they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Golly, bro.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard
Yeah,
shy
but not
there
by
at the
much.
24.
16-3, but everything is like all my throws got some
ready to
picks
start
right.
their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete right side to Kmet. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Wow.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in pass territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
I gotta go for it.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Oh my god, I missed the kick. Oh my god, bro.
Now Jackson.
Fucking rainy games, man.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Jackson, rolling to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
The fuck play did I pick? Oh, this is how the dude.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down.
Oh, Jesus.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway.
Oh, come on, dog. Y'all keep trying me, my nigga. This is bullshit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes
Yo,
here and
these niggas be wide ass open. Yo, oh my god. Get the fuck, you know I'm going for it, bitch. I don't give a fuck right now.
But to come in this late and knock it down from long
Get the
distance,
fuck out of my
give
face,
him a lot of
man,
credit.
3rd quarter, man, oh man, this sucks.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Jackson gets this to Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Face wide open.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Excuse me.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
White. Get in there.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Jackson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Indianapolis, they start the season with a great win.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip a switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold